Hey there all and Happy New Year. My name is Jason Barnes and I am the Chief Problem Solver and founder of Fluidity Business Solutions. I hope everyone's New Year is off to a great start. Lord knows the last 2 years have been difficult for everyone. For me personally, it feels like I'm still in 2020 and stuck in a time warp, but here we are. It is 2022. I wanted to make a video for you guys to share with you what it's been like for me as a entrepreneur in my first year of business and jumping into my second year. I'm not a video media content expert yet. I will probably say 900 times. And if it seems like I'm reading from a bulleted list of things to keep me on track, that is because I am. So bear with me. But I just wanted to give you an authentic, raw insight into what this experience has been like for me, share some achievements from 2021 and some possible goals slash opportunities for 2022. So in 2021, I had the opportunity to work with some really awesome marketing professionals to learn how to market and sell business to business solutions via social media, networking apps, in live meetings like Chamber of Commerce meetings. And it's been huge for me. Marketing is a new skill set that I'm working on. It is very time consuming and it takes a different train of thought, but to sit with those folks and work on things like marketing campaigns, strategy, and branding has been huge for me. So I'm very grateful for that. I also had the opportunity to solicit and speak with other fellow entrepreneurs of small businesses, as well as leaders and executives from enterprise organizations like the Cleveland Clinic Foundation, UPMC, and Highmark, amongst others. Sitting with those folks and discussing the customer experience, how they package and roll out new services to their customers, how they keep the engagement going and improve upon that was huge for me, and I will continue to build on that as well. I also continue to leverage the executive coaching teachings that I gained through valuable sessions with Coach Jeff Pollock. And Coach, if you were watching this, just know that I keep going back and looking at my notes and building upon those thoughts, those ideas, those methodologies, and it's been very valuable for me, so thank you. I also built a very cool demo slash dev environment because over the years I've probably built hundreds of solutions, and for me to keep up with all of that is next to impossible. So not only is this dev environment good for me to try out new technologies and softwares, it's also an excellent place for me to build solutions that I know I've already built and or I'm building currently, and building them in a way that I can easily demo them for potential new clients and partnerships. I also, speaking of partnerships, I established partnerships with Nintex and Microsoft, which are huge in the business process automation space. I've had a relationship with some of the folks at Nintex for years now. Great people, great software, and I'm sure that you're familiar with Microsoft. I'm sure everybody out there is using some type of Microsoft product. So having those partnerships for me is great, and it's also helping me to build my business. So a notable project success from last year. So I have a client here in Atlanta that's an accounting firm, and we are working to re-envision and revamp and rebuild the way that they collaborate internally, conduct day-to-day business, and communicate and work with their clients. One of the very first things that we did was move them to Teams. We took a very large SharePoint site with one document library and numerous files and folders and just layers of folders, and we moved it to Teams in a more structured manner that made sense, both with the naming conventions and usability, but increased proficiency and increased collaboration success and reducing confusions. So that was a big one. I also worked with them to build an app for their client onboarding process. Before the client is a client, they start out as a prospect, and we gather information that used to be on a paper form is now in this app. They go through the approval process. If it's decided that they'll be a client, then communications are sent out via workflows. Notifications and reminders are sent to internal staff to get with that customer, collect the remainder amount of information, finish their customer profile, get them registered in all the necessary other legacy systems as needed, and keep moving forward with that client. So that was a huge one that's both making them more efficient, but it makes them more aware of the data and actually how many customers they have and how many they're active with on a day-to-day, week-to-week, month-to-month basis. So that's been awesome. I am also doing my best to stay on top of the technologies and methodologies that are a huge part of the services that I offer. Technology is changing every day. It's changing so rapidly that it's almost next to impossible to keep up with. But it's crucial for me because that's how I provide my services. That's how I provide the products that I do. And but it also provides me with an opportunity to learn, grow, and continue to keep my mind engaged and sharp, so that I can continue to be effective in the advice, the the consulting that I provide, and the products that I build. So that's huge as well. Last but not least, networking. For my fellow entrepreneurs and account managers out there, you know how much time this takes up in your days, weeks, months, and during the year. I don't think it could be stated enough that networking, especially during a pandemic, is vital. We may not see each other in person, but that does not change who we are as humans and how we connect as people, clients, and partners, and etc. Goals or opportunities for 2022. So more consumable content for sure. Last year, I was putting out a blog post probably once every month and a half. I didn't want to overwhelm everybody with large, lengthy blog posts, but I also wanted to mix in some small video shorts. I experimented with some digital advertising, little quotes and things of that nature. So I want to work on that as well. I'm debating different approaches, like doing more of these vlogs, because I feel like they would be more beneficial. So if you feel that way also, like and hit that subscribe button. No, but let me know. Comment in make a comment in the section below. Let me know, hey, I consume this much easier. Video content is much better for me. I'm going to continue to keep up on the technologies. One of the opportunities in 2022 is to learn more about, as robotic process automation moves forward and AI, where can we leverage that? Where would it make the most sense? Where is it the most beneficial? So keeping up on technologies in 2022 is a top priority. Better marketing. And as I look at this on my bulleted list, I can't help but smile because, like I said, this is the least favorite of all of my responsibilities, but it's huge. And, I don't have the budget right now to hire anybody to manage my social media and things of that nature, but I welcome the challenge. And I look forward to growing in this area and getting stronger and building that skill set until I make enough money to hire someone to delegate it. And then last but not least, what I have here is to continue to figure out ways to connect with business leaders out there on what it is exactly that I do. Hearing all the buzzwords, catchphrases, and things of that nature is one thing, but I find that even though it might make sense in theory, a lot of times it's like, how is this useful for me? How can I use these products? I can't think of anything, but that's great for them. So what I'd like to do is come up with a better way, maybe through these video vlogs, I come up with examples of how I've solved problems for others, and I'm able to put that in front of folks. But overall, just try and help business leaders and decision makers understand what it is that business process automation, business process improvement is, and how it can be beneficial. That is about it. Thank you for watching this. I hope you find it valuable. I hope everyone has a great 2022, and I hope to speak with some of you soon.